academics, but they are excelling in their profession. So they can put their success stories, and real-time success story will be a motivator for all those students who are studying here or those who are passed out, and it will give a good connect, or it will give a good networking for all those people, all those students, including the faculty member, to have the best among our students, sir. So this I propose to have that, and I will tell you, sir, the moment you decide to have an incubation center here, we have got an organization like SIDBI, Small Scale Industrial Development Organization. We have got under the central government guarantee scheme, CGT MSME scheme, we can get a grant of up to 1 crore rupee for one entrepreneur. Such informations are available and people are getting grants, sir. So there are a lot of avenues are there where those who want to become an entrepreneur, they can be incubated here. You can provide the facility. Like in IIT Kanpur, they have got a facility of infrastructure. They have got a building which has been given by the IIT Kanpur. They have got the guidance or mentorship of the faculty member of the IIT Kanpur. They can take the mentors from the outside also. Simultaneously, IIT Kanpur has got a system that they can give a grant. Say if somebody comes out with a project of say 10 lakh rupee, they can provide a grant of 2 lakh rupee, either in terms of use of the software, either in terms of use of the computer system, something they will provide as a grant. And rest of the thing will come as a loan, either from SIDBI or even from CGT MSME scheme. The moment it has got or those alumni will have a tag of NIT Warangal, no bank will turn down the proposal of giving a CGT under CGT MSME scheme to a loan up to 1 crore rupee, where no collateral is required, nothing is required. This information is required to be here in the organization, and we want such incubation center for the entrepreneurs should be there. One more solution is there that in IIT Mumbai they have got a system that 3 years they incubate those entrepreneurs in the incubation center. In case they fail, there is a possibility of failure. Only 6 to 10% is the success rate for the new entrepreneur. So they allow them to take the campus interview once again after 3 years. So they are safe. So such system can come up, sir. With few words, sir, I would like to close my small speech, but I would like that we will volunteer to become mentor of this institute, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Ganesh. You gave a nice overview. Sridhar now from Mechanical Engineering Department.
Ganesh, and I will introduce some of the mechanical engineering students. I'll start with myself. I'm Sridhar Urka, and since I passed out, I worked for over 10 years in public sector in some petroleum, and then after that, as of now, I'm now in Ireland working for Intel Corporation. So even though I haven't seen many jobs, but even though I've switched many different fields within the same companies, and every time I switch the field, I think I fell back on the expertise again here. So I was a mechanical engineer. I did great civil engineering jobs. I'm now in IT. But every time I change jobs, it was a well-rounded experience, and the knowledge I gained here in this college was what was instrumental. So I appreciate very much. I suppose all of my co-students agree with that as well. And so some of the students have gone on to do great things. Like Alok here, he's the CEO of Shripati Pharmaceuticals based in Hyderabad. He owns the company. And similarly, we have Ravi Shankar, who's the assistant commissioner of police. And so we had a meet. And we have Cherukuri, who's working as a oil industry professional in Abu Dhabi. So we have Sambaya, who's a deputy executive engineer in Khammam in irrigation department. And we have Ramesh Reddy, who's a management consultant in Hyderabad. And we have Sirajuddin, who spent time in the Gulf, and now he's returned with his expertise to set up a steel and power company in Hyderabad. We have Kulkarni, who's a Rakesh Sharma, another oil industry professional working in BPCL. He used to work in BPCL, now works for Pine Labs. based in Bombay. And Devashish Das, another oil industry professional in BPCL, and based in Vizag. And we have Sandeep Goyal, again, a big, another of the BPCL contingent here. There's a strong presence of our alumni in BPCL. And we have Ganesh, who's a big data consultant in Wipro. And we have Krishna, who's an engineer in Panchayat Raj. And then there are so many others who are based here and abroad who are not being able to make it. I'm not listing all the names, but there is similar, many more people of similar capacity in our batch. Thank you.
Thank you, Shreedhar. Nice overview. I invite RTM and Murli from EC to give overview of it.
Respected director, sir, and our senior professors and lecturers and colleagues. So really, when from our batch, there are many people are there, who settled in USA mainly. Some are in Cisco, some are in IBM, some are in as entrepreneurs. In detail,
So good afternoon. It's a privilege for me to speak in front of you. I'll just give you a brief. About 42 students passed out and 90, out of which 24 are in US, in Silicon Valley, taking up various assignments. One of my friends was mentioning that he has created a US 2 billion GDP worth and a 13,500 job for Cisco. Big hand to him, Mr. PA. I believe a lot of our alumni of 8690 batch is working in Cisco. I think one husband-wife group is working, if I'm not wrong, this is who is that? Patma. Okay. So husband-wife company is also working in Cisco. Cisco seems to be a great favorite of NIT Warangal target. I am saying NIT Warangal. Then basically I just wanted to say about 10 people are here. I would like to start introducing Sanjeev Sarathar. Sanjeev is working for Yokogawa and he is the man behind putting up all this show. A big hand for him. Yokogawa, he is a consultant working out of Delhi. Then followed by Sandeep Chaudhary, working for Rockwell Automation. Then Piyush Jaitley, country manager in Marshalls 4. Of course, RKM, working for IBM. And U. Srinivas, working for Department of Telecommunication, Hyderabad. And was faithfully for international paper. I started my career in paper industry. I continue to work in paper industry from Balarpur to JK to Century to IT, all in process industries. So I just want to tell you here, there's a myth that paper go green and all. Paper, use more paper because it's a paper industry only plants more trees. So it's a myth. My beloved friend Sudhir Nair, thanks for giving me the big intro. He's working with Microsoft. Never really thought you would be in Microsoft. B.V. Rao, please, is working with Cisco. Then our diminutive Vidyadhar Rao. I like one thing because we have both in common in sense that while people have touched various different parts in life with respect to the commerce aspect of it, I would request the faculty and the management to impart the ethical values to the students before they become an engineer and an entrepreneur or even an officer to start with. Because I find, or we find, because I'm in sales profession for the last 25 years, we meet so many people and stumble on people. The most important thing, the value any human being can inculcate is ethics. So I would request during the final semester or something like that, you may please call like some success stories. Of course, all the success stories are going to be ethical only. I only suggest people from Vivekananda Kendra, from Hyderabad chapter or from Warangal, if they can come and let us have some amount of divinity. And I say divinity not from the perspective of God, from the perspective of humanity. So that if everybody has a human touch, definitely everybody will succeed in life. God bless you.
We request the rest of the speakers to please be quick. We are running behind schedule. So Metallurgy Bhaskar, please.
P. Srinivas Rao, Director of NIT Warangal, senior faculty members, my friends of 1990 batch, ladies and gentlemen. It's an honor for me today to list out a few of the achievements of my batchmates. There were 14 of us in metallurgy that year. 5 of us are here, including me. Starting with G. Venugopal. He has set up his own firm in Hyderabad, Metonia. And believe it or not, he employs more than 70 engineers in this company. Mr. Selvakumar is a senior executive in Hindustan Copper Limited. He is also the chief vigilance officer of that company. Dr. Karthikeyan done his PhD in management and is an assistant professor in management in Karpagam University, Coimbatore. Mr. Kumaraswamy, assistant general manager in Vizag Steel Plant. I am T. Bhaskar, Metal Limited. It's an integrated steel plant based in Jamshedpur. It's about $1 billion company. And rest of them are not here now, but I'm sure they're also doing equally well. For one, Mr. P. Hari is there, who has done his PhD in composites, and then he's based in he's shifted over the IT sector. There's one Venkatramana who has also done his PhD and based in the US. Most of the other people who could not make it, they're all in the US. And as my friend was mentioning earlier, over 25 years, there's a lot of expertise that one gains in the professional field, be it in management or in technology. And I'm sure that most of us will be more than happy to share our knowledge or expertise or in whatever way to give it back to our institute. It need not be necessarily the financial, but there are many other ways of giving back to the institute. And each one of us who has come here is committed to that. Thank you very much. It's nice to see all of our professors who have shaped our destiny, and we wish them all a very healthy and happy future, and we join them in our celebrations today. Thank you very much.
After Vinita, I request Subramanian to be ready, please.